Or another, some of you might have romanced the idea of becoming a full-time writer. I know I have, but a lot more goes into it than you might think. Writer-editor Jennifer Quasha gave Employee.com TV the scoop on what it takes to see her work in print.
I don't have a boss. Whatever I do is my own work. Whenever I succeed, it's my success. I work with a dog and I call my own shots. It feels so wonderful to get a new job, to have something published, to know that every second that you spend working and succeeding is because of what you've done.
Sounds like a job that's too good to be true. I stopped in with freelance writer-editor Jennifer Quasha to get the lowdown on her creative career.
Well, I really specialize in nonfiction writing and really enjoy it. I've written some kids' books, mostly for 3rd and 4th graders, all nonfiction, about dogs and cats and crafts. I basically try to pitch and get involved with projects that are of interest to me, and usually they lead to better things. I mean, for example, after I wrote the children's books on pets, I became a pets writer and I started writing for pets magazines.
So Jen, what's the story that you're trying to pitch now? How are you getting it out there?
Right now I am working on an article that I had been assigned by Pets magazine on getting an oil portrait done of your pet. And I had written the article and sent it in and been paid. And unfortunately, the magazine decided to fold before the article was written. And part of my promise to the portrait artist was to have the article be in print in the Pets magazine. And now I can't hold up my end of the bargain. So I spent most of last week and some of this week sort of fixing up the article to make it applicable to not only Pets magazines, but also other magazines.
Jennifer did have to take a few chances when she decided to work for herself.
When this magazine folded, and they had, I would say, about 6 articles of mine that they had paid me for and that were going to be in there. I was actually going to be a columnist for them, which I've never been before, so that was the very exciting prospect for me. So when this magazine folded, it was probably the biggest low that I've ever experienced in the freelance world.
But her talent and passion for writing keeps her on top.
What I've decided to do is take that column and put it into a book form, and that's what the book proposal is about. And I got an agent last week, so that was a huge high that actually a book agent wanted to represent me. And she thinks the book proposal can sell. So what was the worst week or the worst couple weeks now has the potential of turning into something amazing.
You might be wondering right about now how financially secure a job like Jennifer's is. Like many entrepreneurs, getting started can be an uphill climb.
It's not a terribly secure position to be in. You have to love it to really want to make it work for you. You don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks. There are 2 sides to that coin, though, also, because often when you're very creative and you're doing exactly what you want to do, it's not pulling in money. So there are times when you have to take the job, which is completely unfulfilling, but will actually give you a paycheck. But it's great when you can be totally creative, and when you have a week or a couple days full of that, it's ideal. It's exactly what I want to do. You know, there is that potential where I could make a lot of money, though that's very unusual.
This one-woman enterprise certainly has her mind on business, and a future as a bestseller? Hey, you never know.
Well, I finally have a corner office with a view, and I work with my dog, and I have freedom. And there are days when I am sitting here and I say to myself, this is exactly what I wanted for my life. And if I actually publish a book, or if this proposal is actually bought, it is a dream come true. I mean, that would be amazing to be my age and have a dream come true, and that's what I'm working toward. So that's what it's all about for me.
A big thank you to Jen for sharing her story with us. Now, she may not need this next piece of advice, but if you